St. Ed's kept their dream of a fourth straight state title alive with a ground attack in the rain that did just enough to earn the win. Liberty is dreaming of their first ever appearance in a state championship game. The Patriots have been attacking by land and by air all season long. 48 minutes of football will determine which dream continues. St. Ed's and Liberty, the state semifinals, next on Spectrum News 1. It is a cold, snowy night in Mansfield. No other place a high school football team would rather be. State semifinal action, the St. Edward Eagles, the Liberty Patriots. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mansfield's Arlen Field, along with my partner, Bill Powers. I'm Dave Bacon. Bill, let's take a look at how this bracket lays out in Division I. State semifinal game here between the Patriots and the Eagles. The winner of this game will play the winner of Centerville and Moeller next Friday night for the Division I state championship at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. When you talk about the Liberty Patriots, it's a team that's lost 2 games all year by a total of 4 points. They knocked off Pickerington North last week, 21-9. Balanced team, takes care of the football, does a lot of little things that add up to wins.
I'll tell you what, they've had 7 wins in a row, including avenging a big loss early in the year to Upper Arlington. And the key to playoff football is playing your best football at the end of the year, and right now they are.
Our Akron children star to watch for the Patriots. Talented senior quarterback. He's a finalist for Mr. Football. Does a little bit of everything in this offense. Andrew Leonard, over 2,700 yards passing, 600 more rushing, 42 combined touchdowns.
He's a finalist for Mr. Football for a reason. Those numbers are like video game numbers. Very impressive, and he has to be that man tonight in order for him to advance.
The St. Edward Eagles, 3-time defending state champs. 9-5 on the year. They beat previously undefeated Mentor in the wind and rain. Eagles didn't complete a pass, but they ran for 251 yards in a 13-7 win. 9 of their 14 opponents this year have 9 or more wins. Eagles knocked off the top 3 seeds in their region to get here.
And we said that last week they were tested. They were clearly showed that last week because they played playoff football. How do you play playoff football? You run the football and you play rugged defense. If they do that tonight, they'll be playing in Canton next week.
Our Akron children star to watch for the Eagles. Bradley Eaton, a great story. Eagles lost their top running back and receiver to injury. Bradley Eaton filling the void. 2 long touchdown runs last week, 15 combined touchdowns on offense from a guy that didn't play offense till week 5.
The kid's just a total football player. I talked to running back coach TJ Gallagher before the game. I asked if the kid was taping ankles before the game. Last week he played every single down from scrimmage, and I think that's going to be required tonight in order to move on.
The winner earns the right to play for a state title game next Friday night. St. Ed's and Liberty starting lineup and kickoff straight ahead. It's the OHSAA Game of the Week on Spectrum News 1. Patriots take the field here in Mansfield. Tonight's weather is presented by Green & Sons Farm and Lawn Equipment. Some light snow flurries. It is cold. It is windy. The snow flurries will stay with us. Keys to the game are brought to you by your Central Ohio Toyota dealers, where you'll find more all-wheel drive and electrified choices than anywhere else. Toyota, let's go places. Take us places. Bill Powers.
Yeah, if you're Olentangy Liberty, you want to jump on them early, get your confidence and carry that momentum through the whole course of the game. If you're St. Ed's, you want to say, hey, we're the champs. We're here to impose our will and play playoff football.
Senior class for the Eagles has never lost a playoff game. Let that sink in for a minute. Tonight's opening kickoff is brought to you by Roosters, a fun, casual joint. And this should be a fun, not-so-casual ball game here.
Absolutely, and I like how St. Ed's actually chose to take the ball. They won the toss. They want to control the wind tonight, which is more important than them trying to double dip.
There you get a good look at the Liberty Patriots. We mentioned just 2 losses, a total of 4 points, and they've been impressive. In addition to Leonard, they got a running back receiver who's a handful in Jake Struck. Setting to kick it off and get us underway here in Mansfield. And they have the wind they're going into that lead
Yeah, I
in
think
the first quarter.
I think their logic is they want to take the win in the second quarter and then make a decision at halftime where they can control the second half win.
And there is Carson O'Moro, who will tee it up to kick it away. Hess and Eaton back deep. Eaton, a threat. Anytime he touches the football, you also have Viraglotti in the middle of them. And that's going to be a touchback. 1st and 10 from the 20. Kind of ends the suspense of returning the football. Quarterback for the Eagles is a senior, 6'2", 190-pound senior, Thomas Chaney, has thrown for 634 yards, run for 307 more, 28 touchdowns, does have 17 picks.
Yeah, and that's the one thing you got to be cautious of. Turnovers in the playoffs are deadly. We know that.
And there is a look at Thomas Chaney. Chaney's going to throw it. He got a lot of time. And it's intercepted, picked off. Is a nice job dropping in. It's Carter Kuhn, and Kuhn takes it in, a pick six on the first play. Carter Kuhn, the free safety, comes up with a big play for the Patriots.
And we just talked about the interceptions, how crucial they are. I like the play call because let's throw the ball early because they didn't complete a pass last week trying to loosen up for the run, but you got to be careful with the ball there.
And again, he had plenty of time, but
everybody
was covered.
That's why, because everybody was covered. That's when you just throw it away and live to fight another day.
It's coming back. There's an illegal block in the back.
Those are huge penalties.
Yeah. But Carter Kuhn, a guy we were talking about, he's a defender who kind of pops out.
Yeah.
And he's got the patriotic hat after the big interception on the first play of the game.
That's a pretty sweet hat. He plays one of those. Here's the interception. He plays one of those safety positions in this 3-3 defense, so he's all over the field, and he just jumped right in front of it.
There's three defenders.
There's three defenders, there's a reason he had so much time.
18th interception for Chaney. Got to take care of the football now. They set up Liberty's offense on a short field at the 31 or 32 after the block in the back. Their quarterback, we told you about, Andrew Leonard, 2,753 yards passing, 38 touchdowns, just 5 picks in 269 attempts. Handoff is Grayson Davis. It's a guy that gets some carries, but Struck is kind of their playmaker. Starting lineups are brought to you by Akron Children's. Fewer season-ending injuries, more season-continuing care with Akron Children's Sports Health. There you see the Liberty Patriots veteran line. The skill position got to keep an eye on. Jake Struck is a guy that has 26 combined touchdowns. He's a threat running the football and catching it.
And he's a freak of an athlete. He's a great hockey player, and he's going to Ohio State to play lacrosse, so he tells you what kind of an athlete he is. And he'll be the Wildcat quarterback at times.
2nd down and 7, a 3-yard gain. And that is Struck. And he gets down near the 25-yard line. As Struck 6'1", 205, 688 yards rushing, 12 touchdowns, 842 receiving. Our starting lineup's brought to you by Akron Children's. Colton Fee had an interception last week from that nose tackle position. Nate Gregory from the linebacking core has over 225 tackles on the year. Back half, they have some athletes. Moore comes up, very physical, as is Thomas. 3rd down and 4. We'll call it a long 4. They motion Moulton, and they throw it underneath, and it is complete to Moulton. And Moulton has 1st down. Moulton is their big play wide receiver. They go to him, and he comes up. Just a nice route.
It is a nice job. Nice little motion to get guys where they wanted. It's man coverage. And when you do that zigzag motion, it makes the defender have to trail him, and he's going to be open every time. It's a great play call.
Moulton, 67 catches, 1,109 yards, and those 16 touchdowns. Right there, he extends the drive with a 1st down inside the 20. Down at the 17, Liberty trying to make that turnover on the first play of offense for the Eagles, hurt on the scoreboard. Struck is the back next to Leonard. Leonard, blitz coming, steps up, he's got room, he can run inside the 10, inside the 5, Leonard, touchdown! He is a guy that can beat you with his legs, and Andrew Leonard scooted out the backside and gets on the board for the Patriots.
I'll tell you what, he's a finalist for Mr. Football for a reason. Only thing I'm a little worried about, he took a shot in the end zone. Hopefully his shoulder's okay. It was his left shoulder, but I'll tell you, that's a heck of a football play right there.
Saw the pressure, waited until it got close enough, and then took off.
And when they're playing man coverage, there's nobody to retrace to come get you.
Sean Hendricks on to attempt the point after to make it a 7-0 lead. Snap and set are good. Kick is good as well. So Liberty scores first, 7-0. The Patriots lead St. Ed's, and they do, in fact, make that first turnover heard on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that's what we said. We talked about them getting up early to get confidence, and when your superstar quarterback makes a superstar play, that's going to give you that confidence you need. And now it's up to see if Eds can answer with that championship mentality.
And it was Braden Thomas who came on a little bit of a delayed
blitz, yeah.
But he knew exactly what was happening, and he knew where to go.
His awareness on that was amazing.
So if you are Liberty, you couldn't have drawn that up much better.
Oh, no. And I'll tell you one thing I like about their offense, I watched it on film a lot, is they'll move Struck. He'll play running back. He'll play quarterback. He'll play wide receiver. When you have an athlete like that, the defense is going to focus on him. You know what that does? Opens up other guys. And now we'll see, like the other key we said for Eds is you are the champ. Let's see how they respond. I think normally they respond pretty well to adversity.
But if you're John Sansbury, who took over last year for legendary Coach Hale here, couldn't have scripted the beginning much better.
No, not at all.
From the 2, plenty of room. It's Eaton out across the 30. Ball loose. Looks like Liberty has it. And they do. Well, Liberty, another turnover. It's Zach Cunningham who comes up with it.
Well, you could not. The key we said: start early, get yourself confidence. I don't think it could have been a better start if you asked for it. Here's right here. Oh, nice strip right there, number 36.
That's Elliott Rankin who stripped it out, and Cunningham pops on it, and just like that, back at the 30.
What a great football play by Elliott there.
And he gets to wear the patriotic hat.
I want to wear that hat sometime today, I'll tell you. Right now, don't be surprised if they take a shot here early. Let's see maybe hit Struck on a slant, on a little RPO action. They're missing a guy. They're a guy short.
They're playing well. Maybe they feel
That's
like
all
they
need
need to play a man down.
They're like, we're playing man. There we go.
It's Jonah Lloyd.
And they're going to have to do something. Play clock's at 3. I don't know why it's not. All right, Struck's coming out now.
They reset the play clock.
Okay, that's what it was. I was wondering what was going on because it was stuck at 3.
So they got one back, and that is Grayson Davis. Struck is lined up as a wide receiver. Davis has room, and he gets inside the 30 down near the 27 as that hole shut down quickly. The aforementioned Nate Gregory, I shorted him a few. He came in with 239 and a half tackles on the year.
I'll tell you what. If you're a Liberty though, you're happy with that 2-yard gain because you have athletes who can make plays. So you want to be consistent and then pop it when the opportunity presents itself.
So they line up Jake Struck, and it's going to be where is Jake Struck lined up? He's kind of in the slot, top of the screen, and he is a guy that will break tackles catching footballs. And that time Leonard kind of stumbled as he was making a move. Still gets a couple.
Yeah. I still think that he had nothing there. There was 2 linebackers waiting right there, so even if he didn't stumble, but he was trying to see Struck on a nice little skinny post, and Ed did a great job of covering it.
Balin Waugh, who you're looking at, made the tackle. So it's 3rd down and about 6.
You have the wind at your back here. You got a good kicker, so you don't want to be too aggressive, but you still want to take a shot if you can.
Well, and if you're the Eds, you got to keep them out of the end zone.
Yes, no question. This is usually when they dial up a good blitz right now, usually, because we're empty backfield right now.
They line up little slot to pick up the blitz underneath. Nice job breaking on the ball, and Aiden Buchanan knocks it down incomplete. So a 4th down and 6, and it looks like the field goal unit will come on. Nice play by Buchanan.
Yeah, he's a 2-year starter. He's a hitter. He's known for hitting. That's what he does, but does a great job of knocking the ball out here, because if that ball was an inch further out in front, he's making that catch. Great play by Aiden Buchanan.
Good ball skills, knocked it down, incomplete. So they bring on Sean Hendricks. Ball will be spotted at the 34, so a 44-yard field goal for Liberty, trying to push it to 10-0 here in the first quarter. Snap and setter good. Line drive kick. No good. So the Eagles keep them off the board. 7-0 is the score. 7:43 remaining in this first quarter. We're going to step aside, take a quick timeout. You're watching state semi-football on Spectrum News 1. Liberty with a 7-0 lead on St. Ed's. Well, Liberty has done a lot of good things early. Carter Kuhn intercepts the first play from scrimmage. And on the kickoff, the strip by the Patriots recovered by Cunningham. And 2 turnovers already in the football game. Eagles trying to calm it down. And running it is Cheney, or actually Eaton breaks 1 tackle. And Eaton gets out to the 45-yard line. Bradley Eaton, a kind of little bit of a sweep type play.
A little bit of jet sweep action, you're zone blocking. He finds that hole, he steps up in it. It's a good way to answer after a big defensive stop.
And that's the key. You got to get Bradley Eaton in some space.
Yes, you get him in space, and you don't realize how fast he is until you try and catch him.
Eaton lines up next to Cheney, shotgun. There he is again, and he's got room again. And Eaton just lowers his shoulder. He's into Liberty territory at the 44.
I'll tell you, that was a great play call, because that was a tendency buster. Nate Gregory was lined up to the right. Normally they're running where he's at. They ran the same play away from Gregory that time, and they were outflanked the defense. Great play call.
Mentioned Eagles lost Zach Heckelman, leading receiver, 51 catches, 10 touchdowns. Brandon White, who's been a 2-year starter on the state championship teams. Early in the year, it's been Eaton and Gregory who have filled in. Cheney keeps it and gets inside the 40. Pretty good gain.
Yeah, real nice job. And if you can get Thomas Cheney in the run game involved, that's really going to open it up. That now they can't just focus on Bradley Eaton. And they will have to open it up a little bit. They do have to throw the ball a little bit, but you got to be smart about it.
And they will run Gregory as well. Mm-hmm. Gregory is lining up kind of in that H-back role. And now Eaton right behind him, just in front of it. And they run Eaton to the wide side, and Eaton brought down short of the 35, back at the 37. Let's bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, that was the exact same play that you ran earlier. You had Gregory to the right as your H-back, and you're running the stretch to the left, which is to the weak side. And I like it. It's a great adjustment. Eventually,
they're going to run behind Gregory.
Yeah,
big kid that will clear the way.
Exactly. And it's a great tendency buster, because last week anywhere Gregory went, that's where Eaton was going.
Gregory 32, you see a wide body, goes 205 pounds, 6 foot, actually 330. And that time they play fake it, and Cheney keeps it, and a nice tackle, and he's knocked down short of it. Austin Stamp, another one of those really active defenders, a linebacker.
Yeah, when you're running that stack 3-3, you need to have active linebackers. Between Cameron Cole, number 8, and number 27, Austin Stamp, they fly everywhere. This is Coach Lombardo's forte. He don't like to punt.
35-yard line, 4th and 2, they're going for it. And Stamp did save a first down with that tackle of Cheney. They line up Eaton, and this time he runs to Gregory's side, leans forward. Going to depend on the spot.
Yeah.
Lean forward. I think he got it with that lean. I think he got
it too with that lean, yep. Looks like he's spotting it. Yep, first down.
They needed 2, they got 3.
Pretty good idea, running behind Greg. Same thing, it's just a stretch. That's all you run a stretch. And the idea behind the stretch, people think it's an outside play. It's really not. You want to press the edge, find that hole, and then cut it right up in there.
And you saw Gregory kind of walled off the defender when he pressed it. Yeah.
He took them out. Yeah, exactly. It makes it easier to block that way.
Ball at the 32-yard line of Liberty. A fresh set of downs for the Eagles. Bad snap, and Cheney did a nice job to just catch that. There have been some uncharacteristic mistakes. 3 of them stick out. That's one.
That's one.
2 turnovers.
2 turnovers, yeah. And the fact that you're only down 7-0, you should be pretty happy about that.
Well, the other thing is it's like, guys, we got to clean this up in a hurry.
Right.
Back to the 36-yard line, 2nd down and 14 after the bad snap. 2 wide receivers on each side of the formation. Cheney,
screen,
Eaton, and a nice open field tackle. Heck of a job cutting in there and making the play.
I thought he had a lot of green in front of him. I'll tell you, great defensive play. Let's see it again. You saw the screen getting set up. You got the center out front blocking number 74, and
it's
a great tackle.
Lincoln Gardner, another one of those linebackers, made the really nice open field tackle.
That was a big tackle because he had a lot of room in front of him.
And we've seen his speed. He
Right.
didn't let him get going.
So far, we've seen all 3 linebackers make plays today for Liberty.
3rd down and 10, 4-yard gain, little jet sweep. Nice cut up the field and a nice tackle by Stamp as it was handed off to Joe Saffold, and it kind of developed a little slower.
It did a little slow, and Saffold's got good speed. It's just when you have a receiver running that play, they don't cut up. Again, they take it a little. Right now, normally you should plant your foot and cut it up right in there, but receivers tend to take it wider because they're not used to running it.
And that Stamp inside linebacker flowing out and making the play. Another 4th down, offense still on the field, 4th and 5. Again, going into the wind, this would be a real tough field goal.
Keep an eye on number 6. He's at the slot spot inside there, and he was wide open.
Cheney keeps it. Oh, gets popped, and he's going to be short of the 1st down. Patriots defense holds.
Coming up big, and I tell you, he had number 6 wide open. Mason Sack, wide open. He's looking over to the right, not even looking over that side, looking left the whole time, and then tucked it down, and what a great defensive play. No, nice hit. Is that linebacker
it's Gardner again?
Yep, Gardner. Yep. These linebackers are good.
Cole, Gardner, and Stamp sounds a little bit like a law firm. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they will make you pay. Big stop, though. Big stop.
So the defense has turned over, got the interception that set up a short field, and they turn it over on downs. So a good job by the Patriots defense. Offense back on the field for Liberty. Out quickly, and a nice job to get it in the hands of Struck. And Jake Struck is, I love that play. That's a 6'1", 205-pound playmaker, and you just put him out in space.
I tell you, and you can play, again, he can play quarterback, he can play running back, he can play receiver, he can play tight end. I mean, he is a multi-tool weapon. I got tongue-tied because he's so doggone good.
Pickup of 7 on 1st down, 2nd and 3, and that kind of sets this offense in motion for Liberty. Same play, opposite side of the field. Struck, 1st down, and still going. He is a load.
That's such a simple play. It's a little pitch and catch, and you're giving it to your best athlete in space.
Out to the 38-yard line, 1st down for Liberty.
I tell you, he's shaking off some of that turf. This turf is hard, very hard. I was out there before the game, and it's really hard. And I tell you, the weather conditions are worse than you see because it's not raining or snowing. It's rough out there.
Yeah, it's windy, and it's really temperature's 23. It feels a lot colder than that.
Cold.
3 wide receivers, top of the screen. We're inside a minute 30. Straight ahead running by Grayson Davis. Picked up a couple.
I think the fact that they're so multi-dimensional, they're making edge go to a 3-man line on 1st down now, and if they're going to give you that 3-man line, you have to run it, and you're picking up 3 yards. That's a great play for 1st down.
Well, you're controlling the clock. The one thing is you got a minute,
win.
and you're going to be flipping and going into the wind.
Do you take a chance with a pass here in the next 56 seconds?
3 wide receivers again, top of the screen. Davis is the back. Next to Leonard. Leonard, designed run. And it'll be 3rd and short as he gets across 45 to the 47. He goes 5'10", a $188, and he has some looks from smaller Division I type schools. They mentioned Valparaiso. If he's 3 inches bigger, he's getting looks from everybody.
Everybody, yeah, absolutely. Good little play call there, because right now Ed's is sitting at too deep, keeping those safeties deep to prevent that deep pass and to end the quarter. And that was a good play call on the draw.
3rd down and 2, inside of 20 remaining in this first quarter.
I mean, there's nobody overstruck again. I do that same little quick pass to him. Or fake it.
And he keeps it, and he's got room. Andrew Leonard, first down, inside the 40 of St. Ed's. And that will be the final play of the first quarter after they spot the ball and wind the clock. And it has been quite a first quarter for the Liberty Patriots. They lead the 3-time defending state champs from St. Ed's. 7-0 OHSAA playoffs on Spectrum News 1. Patriots looking good. Welcome back to Arlen Field, Mansfield, Ohio. Good look at John Sansbury. Took over for legendary coach Steve Hale, was on his staff as a long time, and boy, he has to be thrilled with the way they played the first quarter.
I don't think you could ask for a better start right now. And now they're on a nice drive now to keep it going.
And Steve Hale, his team's got to this point 3 years in a row, couldn't quite get it done. After the first quarter, Patriots lead it 7-0. And they have the ball on St. Ed's half of the field at the 38. Davis gets inside the 35. So, again, pretty good run on first. You take that on first down.
You're going to take 2, 3, 4 yards. You're going to take that on first down because it gives you some options from there. Nice tackle by Balin Wall. Got in there, number 5. He's a little overshadowed, but he's still a doggone good football player.
A lot of people are getting overshadowed by Nate Gregory.
Yes.
Coastal Carolina commit. And they don't know back in the day when Tom Cousineau was there how many tackles he had. But they know since the 2000s, 239.5 that he had coming in is a school record.
And there's been some great linebackers over those years.
2nd down and 7. Nice patience by Davis. And then he's pushed back. Was a little slow developing. Holt ends up getting 3 yards again. Brings up 3rd and manageable.
I like the word you said, patience there, because if he just ran in the back, he's going to get nothing. But by that little bit of patience, he picks up 2, 3 yards. There you go, 3 yards.
It'll be 3rd down and 4.
I tell you, it's interesting watching Struck because everybody on defense is keying on him, and a lot of times he's just being a decoy.
And we mentioned that 21-9 win over Pickerington North. He was the Wildcat quarterback when they got inside the 10.
There's that.
And this time, a nice job reacting by the Eagles as Leonard tried to create something. And guess who? Nate Gregory. It's just a tackling machine for the Eagles.
Yeah, they tried to run that with a little zigzag motion to get struck out in the flat. Nobody bought it, and the quarterback kept it, and he paid the price. Definitely 4-down territory. You're not going to try and kick into this wind.
Lost a couple. Jan German also in on the tackle for the Eagles. That's the defensive end who is there with Gregory. Call it 4th and 4. Struck motions out. And they're looking for him, incomplete.
Oh, he had him, but he had pressure in his face, and he didn't have a chance to set his feet.
Yeah, that was way over the head of Struck, and a good job putting pressure on him. So now the Eagles defense turns it over on downs. Both defenses have done that once.
Yeah, see, his feet were never set. He had no chance. And
it was Gregory again.
It was Gregory. Shocker.
Coming on a blitz.
Yeah, Coach Pappas, their defensive coordinator, does a great job of dialing up blitzes at the right time.
So they take over on downs, 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles, trying to get something going offensively. This Olentangy Liberty Patriot defense has been outstanding.
Something to keep an eye on. And number 6 is for Gregory. He's the guy who's going to get the passes when they throw it.
Cheney keeps it, slides in short of the 40, but a good pickup as they had Ty Buchanan in the backfield. Little zone read.
Yeah, I think number 6 is Mason Sack. When he's replacing, giving Gregory a blow, and he's more the guy that they're going to throw with the ball when he's in. Nice pickup by Cheney to start the drive.
Well, and you got to balance how often you use Gregory on offense because you need him on defense here.
And you see right now you have Buchanan in to give Eaton a little bit of a break too.
Again, he plays free safety. Little play action, going to take a shot. and he finds Mason's sack and knocked down, but a first down. Good patience.
Great decision and
Cheney.
patience, yes, absolutely. That was a great job by Thomas Cheney.
And that's 5 quarters. It's the first pass they've completed in 5 quarters.
That's right. He's looking. Nobody's open. He's patient and throws a strike to sack. Good job. Nice play.
And again, remember, first pass of this game picked off. So a nice job of settling it down and not panicking by Cheney. Ball at the 47-yard line of the Eagles. There's Eaton back in the game. There's Eaton with a cut, still on his feet, and he gets to the 45. And Eaton is a guy that played free safety, and he still has a lot of running back skills.
He does. Same play. They're running the stretch away from Gregory to the short side of the field, and he's very physical. You don't realize how physical he is.
And it's not like he looks like it either.
No, he doesn't.
Buchanan back in as the running back. Gregory in as the H-back. And they run Buchanan that same play. And no gain.
Yeah, not much there. He did a good job of cutting it up. I thought he did a nice job there, but there was just nothing there.
Bailey Bird, the nose tackle, kind of flowing out and getting in on that tackle.
Yeah, we talked about the linebackers. The guys I want to keep an eye on are number 44, Carter Kuhn, and number 4, Landon Hershey. They're the wild card strong safeties in this stack 3-3, and they move to different spots. We already see Kuhn with the interception earlier.
Yeah, a really good job of kind of reading that play and being in the right spot. 2 backs now, and they give it to Gregory.
Looks like he got it.
Close to it. Will depend on the spot. Yeah, it looks like he got it, and they are waving him ahead as they kind of split the backs and give it to Gregory, and that's the battering ram, 6 foot, 230 pounds.
He just looks like a football player.
Headed to Coastal Carolina after this season, and after he graduates for the Eagles, playing the Sun Belt. Eaton lines up just in front of Cheney. Little play action, taking a shot, sack. Just a little too far, but pretty good read. That was there.
That was a good
hole
read.
Shots.
Yeah, exactly. That was a hole shot. I thought he put it in a good spot just because if he leads him a little bit more than that, it's going to be picked off. He's going to get killed or it's going to get picked off because you see that safety coming in out of the picture right there.
2nd down and 10. Ball at the 30 or 43-yard line.
I know it's only been 2 passes this quarter, but Cheney looks so much more confident on those 2 throws. And I think if his confidence grows, that's really going to be beneficial for the rest of this game.
Yeah, false start. I think Eaton kind of leaned forward a little bit and moved the foot.
A little eager.
Red ball. False start. Offense. 5
So that'll back him up 5 to the 48.
Yeah, but that's it's a mistake that you really can't really make when you're a predominantly running team. You don't like these 2nd and 15s. But you look at Cheney's numbers, you take away the interceptions, he had a great year other than that.
Yeah. And again, it's the level of competition is high.
Right.
9 of their opponents have 9 wins or more. 2nd down and 15. Eaton trying to get outside. He's got a little bit of a wall. Eaton, and a nice job of shutting that down right by the original line of scrimmage. And it's Carter Kuhn coming with some bad intentions from that free safety spot.
Those 2 free safeties, I'll tell you, that in this stack 3-3, those guys are usually animals. And he looks like an animal.
Had the big interception on the first play from scrimmage that set up the lone score so far.
This is a big, big play. So again, I think Edge is looking at 4-down territory. I just know Coach Lombardo's mentality.
Shotgun for Cheney. Cheney keeps it. And he's
nice
brought
play.
down. And that's the nose tackle.
Wow.
Bailey Bird getting out and making the play.
Wow, I thought he had a whole bunch of. He just came out of nowhere and grabbed those feet. Here it is right here. You got the lead block. This is just a quarterback counter with a wrap and a lead.
Little swim move
Wow.
there, too.
That was a heck of a play.
And the offense.
Well, you know what we saw last week? You might see Cheney with that little pooch punt, too.
That's true.
Let's see if he backs up
it's
2 yards.
4th and 9. You do have the wind.
Yeah, he's going to pooch it, which you want to pin him on the like they did last week.
Now they're dropping back a return man, but it's going to roll into the end zone. It'll be a touchback, 1st and 10 from the 20. Main thing is you're trying to avoid a return there.
Right. And it's a crapshoot on that with that. You're hoping for the roll, and when you do it on the other team's side of the field, it's a little harder to pin them.
5:39 remaining in the second quarter. 7-0. Olentangy leading St. Ed's. Cold night in Mansfield. A spot in the Division I. Big school state championship game on the line. The Liberty Patriots 7-0 over the 3-time defending state champions from St. Ed's. And they take over 1st and 10 from the 20 with just over 5.5 remaining in this first half. And it is Struck in the backfield. And they get it out quickly. A nice wide receiver tunnel screen, and they pick up 7 or 8 yards as it's complete to Moulton, Christian Moulton, who they're trying to get involved. He's their big play wide receiver.
It's a pretty cool play. They send motion with number 10. He's out now. He's lead blocking. They're getting Moulton, who's your big play receiver, at the ball up the alley with a chance to make a play. You pick up 8 yards.
Well, and the defense is going to follow Struck because of what he does. Well-designed play.
Yeah, I like that.
2nd down and 3. It's Grayson Davis in the backfield. Andrew Leonard keeps it, dives forward, and picks up the 1st down. Again, smart decision.
Very
Nothing
smart.
there. Turns it into a 1st down.
One thing I want to do with him, I want to tell him, tuck that ball in. He's running it with it out there like a quarterback. Like he's going to throw it. Tuck that thing away now. Look, he's coming out now. Maybe they go Wildcat because he's got a helmet issue.
So when they've done that in the past, it's been Struck, and you see Struck's kind of going over there to get the play signaled in.
And they haven't started the play clock yet. I wonder if they're going to give him a chance to fix. Oh, they're okay. Let him change equipment there.
He needs the play sheet.
Yeah, he needs the play sheet.
Fly blind.
Tell him run play 7. I don't know what 7 is.
Well, I'm guessing it's going to be Struck running somewhere.
Right. I think they're going to call timeout here because the clock was getting low.
So 4:23 remaining in this first half. And we've talked a little bit about Andrew Leonard. We've talked about Jake Struck. Maybe we're not paying enough attention to Liberty's defense. I mean, they kind of set the tone pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And a couple of turnovers already. We said they do a lot of little things right, and they're 4 points away from being undefeated. 5 points away from being undefeated.
I'll tell you, like you said, they intercept the ball. They stopped the 4th down. They strip the ball on kickoff. It's not defense, but it's a play they're making. Their defense is so much better than I anticipated because it's hard to tell on film. I watched 2.5 games of their film this week, and they look good. They look fast. The linebackers but they look so much more physical in person.
Yeah, I mean, Kuhn jumps out. Stamp, the linebacking core.
The law firm?
Yeah, exactly. Cole, Stamp, and Gardner have kind of put their stamp on the defense through the first quarter and half of this second quarter. Everything's straightened away.
Back to playing ball. Struck's at quarterback.
Yep. So they keep it with the Wildcat, and Struck spins forward and gets across the 35 to the 38-yard line.
He's a weapon anywhere you put him. Again, this is just a straight quarterback lead with a lead blocker, and he's such a big kid and so physical.
He's got a really good feel for it. It seems like he always falls forward.
Yeah, I tell you, I equate the lacrosse, shiftiness, because you're not really physical in lacrosse, but you're shifty.
Well, Leonard's back there with him, so they direct snap it, and it's almost like guess who's getting the ball. So it's Leonard and Struck. This time they hand it to Struck, and he breaks through. Struck gets into St. Ed's territory. 1st down, Patriots.
Well, it's funny. You and I were talking this week about, okay, who's the guy we want to talk about? Obviously, the quarterback. He's Mr. Football finalist. But we talked about Struck so much this week. And you said, we're going to have so much time to talk about it during the game. And you are right. You were right on.
That's a guy that has over 1,500 yards combined and 26 touchdowns. So, they throw it to him, they give it to him, they snap it to him.
And it's a mix. He's got 12 rushing and 14 receiving.
But you know what? It's well designed.
Yeah.
Right there. Handoff, and he runs over a defender, and a good pickup on first down.
I bet you if he played nothing but full-time running back, he'd be an all-state running back. I mean, just the way he's running the ball. I mean, this doesn't get more simple. This is just a basic, smack, block, belly, and he's running people over.
Ball spotted at the 42-yard line.
I think if you're Liberty, too, you got to be happy with your offense, at least the way they're controlling the ball.
You've been able to run the ball, so the wind takes
problem.
the wind right out of the equation in this game. Quickly, it gets out, it's complete. Is making the catch is Gino Sakic, and he turns it into a big gain. 22-yard line.
What a great move. What a great move in the open field. Just a little simple 5-yard hitch. Watch this move right. Boom. Shakes him and gets upfield. Gets another 15 yards out of that.
So Sakic, a football family. His uncle is Reno Sakic, Steubenville head coach.
Yeah, he's got this. He's got 20 catches on the year, 3 touchdowns. So he's a legit player. This is a real nice drive, and if you know, Liberty gets the ball to start second half.
Well, and it's into the wind.
Yeah, I know.
We talked about. Struck. Takes 4 Eagles to push him back.
What a perfect blitz. They blitzed 2 guys off the edge that they were running a counter to, and there was nothing there, but Struck he's physical. Yeah, it was a nice defensive call there. They actually were blitzing off that weak side edge where they were running the counter to.
Approaching 2 minutes remaining in this first half. Ball sits just inside the 23-yard line of the Eagles. Second down and 10. Leonard. And he's going down.
Great coverage.
Nowhere to run, and it was the pocket collapsing on him. And Colton Crocker gets the sack.
Great coverage because he had time early. He had time, and then he just tried to run, and there's nothing there. Good. You know what? Really great gap integrity by those D tackles right there. If they would have separated it all and got out of their lanes, he had a huge hole. What a great job of gap integrity.
Back to the 26-yard line. They lose 4, 3rd and 14.
Keep your eye on Struck on this some way or another. Get him the ball.
Davis is the back. Struck lines up in that slot. Leonard. Dropped. Eaton broke on it and could not. Had it in his hands and couldn't come up with it. 4th down and 14.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen Leonard make a bad decision. He didn't see Eaton undercutting that route.
Ben Godwin, the intended receiver. 4th and 14, and it looks like with the wind kind of kicking up, the offense will stay on the field for the Liberty Patriots. Grayson Davis is the back next to Leonard. Struck is in that slot, innermost receiver of the 3 at the top.
They're going to call timeout here. So 3, 2, yep, timeout.
Just over a minute remaining in the half.
I think they were planning on calling the time. They didn't want to line up in that formation, see what the defense was lining up in, and then come back and adjust to that. But, the defense is going to adjust too.
Well, you do have Moulton, who's 6 foot 170, and Godwin 6'3". Yeah.
And then when they do play with the tight end with Jonah Hoying, he's 6'5".
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't mind sending Hoying.
Coming up at halftime, we will head back to the studio for the latest news and weather. We will also have first half highlights coming up. 1 minute and 1 second of game time away. The halftime report from the Spectrum News 1 studios.
I would fully expect, based on what we've seen after last week's game, that you're going to see a blitz from Eds, and it's going to be a matter of if A, they can pick it up, and B, if they can hit the receiver who's going to fill that void.
I would keep my eye top of the screen outside is Christian Moulton. It's their big play wide receiver, 16 touchdowns. And you know, Struck inside of that 3 grouping will draw a lot of attention. They're throwing it up for Moulton, and he just lost it.
Yeah, he lost it.
Oh, flag coming in.
Ooh, that was late. That was late. That's huge. Have to see that one again. See, here it is right here. Again, through the fade. He just threw it up because the blitz was coming. I don't know. Maybe that left hand when he turned.
Defense.
So the pass interference called on St. Ed's. Remember, it's 15-yard penalty. It's not a spot of the infraction kind of deal, but it will be a first down because it was 4th and 14.
Now I wonder, do you try a field goal from here now?
Wow. So that doesn't make sense. It's the spot of the thing doesn't make sense.
What was I missed
pass interference.
Right. So it's 15 yards.
Right.
So
they must have had the it's half the distance because it's inside.
Okay.
Inside the because of where it happened. So it's they're going for it. It's 4th down and 1 inside of a minute.
They got to call timeout. They got 5, 3, 2, 1.
Struck. Flag. It's going to go against Liberty.
Yeah.
They snuck a guy
in the field. Yeah.
So that's.
I think you should have burned your last time out there. That losing 5 yards here is unexcusable. I mean, it looked like a disaster to be before they even started, and you call timeout and regroup.
So false start against Liberty. So it'll be a 5 yards back, and it'll be.
And the false start is that guy who came on the field wasn't set for enough time. If they didn't do that, it was going to be a delay game.
So that backs the ball up to the 18-yard line.
So what would that be then?
Clock's still running.
35-yard field goal. I think if you're Liberty, you're gonna let that clock run down, call timeout, and then kick the field goal. So that'll take it down to 22 seconds. 20.
There's the
23.
timeout. They did try the 44-yarder with the wind at their back. That was no good. I mean, either way, you don't want to leave time on the clock.
No.
So even if you're going to go for it.
Yeah, you want to. That's why they just try right there, let that play clock run all the way down. But that play before, I would have called the timeout there. I could tell it was discombobulated from the beginning.
Well, I think they were trying to. They're trying to get the ball to Strzok, and the defense was kind of moving all over the place too. As like the idea of trying to get Jake Strzok the football.
Yeah, me too. That's never a bad decision.
No.
Yeah, if I were a betting man, they're gonna try to field goal here. Yep.
So they will bring out Sean Hendricks.
So 18, about 35-yarder, roughly.
Yeah. See where they put the
into the wind.
tee down. Yep, they're going to put it right at the 25. It is almost dead center.
And this is huge because if they get this, it's a 2-score game, and they get the ball to start second half.
So they reset the play clock, and now snap is good, the set is good, the kick, no good. So again, the Eagles able to keep Liberty off the scoreboard. 16 seconds remaining in this first half, and you would assume they
take it on a knee, yeah.
Take it pretty quickly and head back. And again, coming up at halftime, we'll head back to the Spectrum News 1 studios. Jenna Jordan will have the latest news headlines. Joe Astolfi will have the weather, and we will also have some first half highlights coming up on the halftime reports. And Cheney will take the knee, and that will do it for the first half play. Tom Lombardo's St. Ed's Eagles trying to get back to the state championship game for the 4th straight year. Head to the locker room down 7-0 to the Liberty Patriots. First play of the game, Liberty came up with the turnover. They made it count on the scoreboard. 7-0. Liberty leading St. Ed's. It's the OHSAA Game of the Week here on Spectrum News 1. Well, that will give you an idea of the weather conditions. It is very cold, very windy, and light snow flying. But if you are a Liberty Patriot fan, like those are perfect weather.
I see some smiles on their faces.
7-0. Liberty leading St. Ed's as Patriots trying to earn their first trip ever to a state championship game. And by all the appearances of the first half, they look like they deserve it. Let's take a look at our first half highlights. First play from scrimmage, Thomas Cheney throws it, and a heck of a play by Carter Kuhn. Playing it, comes up with the interception. There was a block in the back that negated this touchdown run, but Andrew Leonard, finalist for Mr. Football, shows some of his athleticism, and he makes it hurt on the scoreboard, gets into the end zone for a 7-0 lead. Ensuing kickoff, Elliott Rankin punches the ball out of Bradley's hands. Zach Cunningham recovers it, but Patriots could not make it hurt on the scoreboard. And really, St. Ed's defense came up with some big plays late in that first half that kept it at a 7-0 deficit as Liberty missed a couple of field goals and really had the better of it. And when you look at the first half stats, really the thing that jumps out, well, there's two things. The turnovers, obviously huge, but time of possession. Liberty has kind of controlled the game. They've run 24 plays to just 19 for St. Ed's. And they got more rushing yards than a St. Ed's team that really prides itself on running the ball. I think other than the 2 missed field goals, I don't think Liberty could have played a better half. Yeah, and again, they controlled everything. They controlled the tempo. They controlled their defense played well. Their offense, they moved the football pretty successfully. Between the 20s, they were really super effective, and that's why that time of possession is what it is. If you are St. Ed's, now Liberty gets the football, you got to get a 3 and out. Yeah, well, you and I are just talking. I want to see if Ed's is going to take the win in the second half or not in the third quarter, because if I'm Ed's, I'm taking the win in the third quarter because I don't want to let Liberty score another score because I don't know if I can come back from that. And with a team that's playing 3-time defending state champs, when you get off to a start, it's kind of like we not only do we belong, we can do this. I will tell you now, at halftime, when they went in there, they said, guys, we belong in this game. It's our game to win. Let's go out and take it in the second half. And you know what? You've kind of seen that. Struck is good. The linebacking core has played phenomenal. And we talked about what Carter Kuhn did to set the tone. Right. And you have playmakers in Struck and Leonard, and you're doing everything right. You just got to finish drives now. I think those 2 missed field goals really, one of them especially, I think near the end of the half, that was kind of a missed opportunity. And I think to start the second half, you've got to take advantage of every opportunity you get. And they're doing exactly what they want. Now, if you're St. Ed's, your seniors have never lost a playoff game. Right. These guys want to get to that 4th straight state championship game. That's an easy one. Guys, an easy one, yeah. You couldn't have hurt yourselves more than you did in that first half. And you're down by 1 score. So, again, this is a championship mentality. That's the beauty of playing the schedule that they played. They've been down before, and they've come back and won games where they've been down. So I don't think there's an ounce of panic in that locker room at all. Third quarter kickoff is straight ahead. We want to remind you, the Liberty Patriots get the ball to start the third quarter. They have a 7-0 lead. trying to advance to their first ever state championship football game. Still 24 minutes of football. Liberty 7, St. Ed's nothing. It's the OHSAA Game of the Week here on Spectrum News 1. Third quarter, straight ahead. Back at Arlen Field, Mansfield, Ohio, Division I state semifinal game. The Liberty Patriots with a 7-0 lead that they earned early in that first quarter. A turnover that they made hurt on the scoreboard with a short touchdown run by Andrew Leonard. And it will be Liberty getting the football to start the third quarter, and they will have the wind with them.
This is a huge drive for both teams here. If you're Liberty, you're looking to go up 2 scores, hopefully 2 touchdowns if you can. If you're Edge, you're looking to hold serve in the third quarter and then have the advantage with the win in the fourth quarter.
And really, Liberty's defense has not allowed the Eagles to get much going. I mean, they haven't attempted a field goal. Liberty has missed 2 field goals in addition to that touchdown.
And yeah, they've been in the red zone 3 times with opportunities, and Edge has not been there yet. They're doing a great job of really keeping them in check. I think right now, Bradley Eaton's got, 6 carries for 53 yards. He's averaging 8.8 yards a carry, but they've done a pretty good job of boxing everybody else in.
Yeah, and you look at the numbers, and neither team has a lot of offense, but Liberty, 2 turnovers. And one of them put the ball deep in St. Ed's territory on the first play from scrimmage, and it kind of set the tone. If you were Liberty, you put the 3-time defending state champs in a hole early.
Put them on
and
their
you
heels.
haven't let them out yet.
And we said the keys to the game was to get on them early, and they did that. They accomplished that goal so far. That's why this drive is so crucial. And you're probably going to get a chance at a kick return, so you're not going to be able to kick it in the end zone into the win. I'd watch a pooch or some kind of punch into a dead spot here, because you're not going to try and kick it in the end zone, because it's not going to make it. Watching the kickers in the halftime kicking, that ball is dying in that wind.
Yeah, especially this end of the field. And that will be Kellen Moyer teeing it up to kick it away. And there it is, kind of knocked down on the run at the 15-yard line. And out across the 25. And good kick coverage by the Eagles, as that was Kish returning it. Antonio Kish.
Yeah, all things considered, that was good coverage, because I think that was a very returnable ball.
Ends up at the 26-yard line?
Yeah.
Take that. So let's see what the Liberty offense has in store. There is senior finalist for Mr. Football, Andrew Leonard. Scored the lone touchdown of this game so far.
See if they get something going with their big play guy, Christian Moulton.
Leonard looking for Moulton, complete, out across the 30.
I'll tell you what, he's so poised out there. That was his third option. He was looking to the right side, on the right side, the front side. Nothing was there, relaxed, came back to the backside.
It's actually Sakic that he gets it to as well. So they got it to Gino Sakic, and again, a nice pickup, 6 yards.
Keeps your playbook wide open on second down.
Moulton lined up to the bottom part of the screen. Struck in motion. They give it to Davis. Maybe a yard. Third and manageable, though.
Yeah, that's the beauty of having a winning first down. If you win first down, it really makes the rest of the series easy. Never easy, but it's easier.
3rd and 2. Ball sets at the 33. Christian Moulton, bottom part of the screen.
We got some different personnel in here. There might be a little bit of rollout pass here to the right.
Struck lines up next to him. Now they motion out, and it's going to be short of the first down. Great adjustment, as it was Leonard keeping it, and not fooled at all were the Eagles.
Yeah, I didn't know exactly what that play was. Because Struck didn't know really what he was doing. He should be either lead blocking or carrying out his fake further, and he kind of just took 2 steps and stopped, and that allowed the whole defense to focus on Leonard.
So the defense holds, and Sakic lines up in punt formation. He awaits the snap at the 20. Eaton back deep, along with Hess off the side of his foot. High kick, but short, and it'll take a nice liberty roll, and it'll roll all the way inside the 25 down to the 22. Good coverage by the Patriots, as Zach Cunningham, the guy who recovered the fumble on the kickoff, downs it at the 22.
Somebody must be living good over there in Liberty with that bounce.
Well, that was so high.
Yeah.
It was. So the Eagles with the football, trying to get something going offensively. It's Eaton lining up in front of Chaney, and he will get the handoff running wide, and gets to the 25 and is knocked down. Nice job by Hersey, the outside linebacker, kind of crashing in.
I tell you what, he's not going to get credit for the tackle, but linebacker number 20, Lincoln Gardner, did a great job of knifing hard and taking on the blocker and forcing Eaton to turn it up in. He set the edge very, very well.
This Liberty defense, we didn't talk enough about them, and they've been outstanding.
I couldn't agree more. They played so well tonight, and their linebackers are flying everywhere. Their safeties are all over the place, and their D-line is playing great.
Pick up a 3, 2nd down and 7. Eaton trying to get outside. He does. Numbers. Eaton, 35, out near the 40. Tackled out of bounds. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Great job here. He presses it up front. There's a wrapper coming around. He just beats everybody to the edge. He's just that fast. He is that fast.
And that's what you want to do. You want Eaton in space.
Yes.
If you're the Eagles. Find a way to do it. Eaton again just inside of it, and Chaney pulls it and fumbles it. And the Patriots recover.
Is that Gardner?
Liberty recovers.
Wow.
He pulled it on the zone read, and it went all over the place. Let's see, there's no official signal. Yeah, and getting up with the football is Stamp. Austin Stamp, the linebacker.
Wow, that's a huge play. Huge, huge. And again, this is just zone read. Let's see, he had it in.
Mishandled it, though.
And it caught his back elbow, yep. And this is not a knock.
Stamp back there, 27, is working it, and he knew where the ball was.
This is not a knock, but maybe with Eaton not being a full-time running back all year.
Yeah.
Again, there's little things that you make mistakes on.
Gardner was there to make sure that Chaney couldn't get on the football.
Right, yeah.
But the third turnover for the Patriots, and it's inside the 40 of the Eagles.
Yeah, they have to capitalize on this one. They're not going to get too many more chances like that.
Leonard gives it to Struck. Patience, and then he scoots out. Struck, he's going to take it in for the touchdown. What a run by Jake Struck. Just kind of waited, kept the feet moving, and then he scooted out, and nobody's going to bring him down in the open field.
Well, I'll be honest, I thought he was stopped because there was nothing there, because Leonard actually tried to lead block on that, the quarterback, and I thought it was Stone, but he was, like you said, he was patient, and bam, he took out. He's a freak. Well, here it is right here. He hands the ball here. You got a lead block. Sorry, that was number 10, the tight end with the block, and he just pops through there. You're not going to arm tackle him.
No.
There's no chance of arm tackling
But look
him.
at it. It's there. He doesn't panic.
No.
And then he scoots out, and look at Leonard. Leonard is it wasn't a block, but he got in the way, so he couldn't get a path to Struck.
Yeah, that was number 10. It's Jonah Hoyen, the tight end. He had a super block on that play. He stoned the guy in the kick out and gave that crease. What a nice job by Hoyen.
Sean Hendricks to try to push it to a 14-0 lead. And he does. Liberty, 14, St. Ed's nothing. Struck with the second touchdown for the Patriots. 9:15 remaining in the third quarter. Liberty by 14. "14-0, the Liberty Patriots leading the three-time defending state champs from St. Ed's. And Bill, big play by the defense. Offense makes it hurt. It's a replay of what happened early in the first quarter.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, offense sells tickets, defense wins championships, and I don't think I personally gave them enough credit coming in how good their defense is. Their defense is really, they're beating St. Ed's at their own game, playing great defense and running the football.
Yep, and that defense set the tone from the first play of the game
absolutely.
when they turned it over, and they haven't let up.
No, not at all.
So it'll be Carson Morrow kicking it off. Be a touchback, 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Eagles. And the Eagles offense looked like they were on the verge of getting something going there with a couple of big runs, and they self-destruct with their third turnover of this state semifinal. And you can't do that at this level of game and win.
I think from the third week of the playoffs on, the first 2 weeks, sometimes if you're a higher seed, you're not playing as tough. But from those weekends on, you cannot make mistakes. We've seen it with teams we watched earlier this year.
Eaton. And that defense goes and makes the tackle. It's the linebacker, Lincoln Gardner, kind of crashing in off the edge. Gardner, Stamp, Cole. We'll throw Hersey in there, too.
Yeah.
They just got another partner.
I think right now, if I'm Olentangy, I want to do one thing. I want to keep Eaton inside the box. I don't want to let him break contain. I'm going to let him run in between the tackles and get 2-3 yards. I don't want to let him get outside because that's where he's super dangerous.
Pick up a 2 on 1st down, 2nd down and 8. Cheney, incomplete.
Yeah, kind of rushed it a little bit, didn't set his feet a lot. Again, I like the play call, really good play call, because I think if you hit him in stride on that, he might break it. You know, the little RPO, but you got to get your feet set and just, again, relax. Watch here. Good play action, gets the linebacker sucked in. Again, just fired a little too soon. Good coverage, actually. I'm gonna give credit on the coverage on that, too.
Tyler Thornton was in coverage. Joe Saffold, the intended receiver. Brings up 3rd down and 8. Cheney, pressured, sacked, back at the 20. That time it was Charlie Donahue celebrating, and he should.
That's a big dude there, too. They got some big dudes. I tell you, I like the concept. You know what they're doing? They're dropping guys back. They're not blitzing. They're going to make Cheney make a decision, and if he hesitates, they're going to get the sack.
Well, and it was almost like contain.
Yes.
Contain, and then he saw him step up, and he went and reacted.
They're not blitzing. They're just dropping off and making him make a decision.
Kellen Moyer in punt formation. Low snap, gets it away. It's knocked down by that wind. It does take an Eagles roll, and it will be down at the 48-yard line of St. Ed's. Had a little bit more roll to it, but you saw the sidelines kind of going,
yeah, what are we doing? Come on now. Again, you see that NFL games. You know, guys just don't know where they're at in the field. You know, no, nothing bad on that one.
So they mark it at the 47. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Eagles' 47.
You got 7:54 left still, and then you got the wind at your back. I mean, you could really do some damage here.
It'll be interesting to see. They really haven't thrown the ball much, being Liberty. Haven't really had to.
Right.
They do have Charlie Moulton, bottom of the screen, their talented receiver. They're struck, and he's going to get a couple.
Wow.
Bodies are flying everywhere.
How did he pop out of that pile?
I know.
I mean, that's one of the most impressive 2-yard gains I've seen in a long time.
It was Broden Moore who makes the tackle.
Actually, a nice block on that play by the sophomore, number 74, Ed Nichols, the right guard. He's only a sophomore, 6'2", 290. Did a nice job there, sealing on the D tackle.
Second and 8. Struck again, cuts it back, and he has some room. Good open field tackle at the 40.
That's that man again, Bradley.
Bradley.
I tell you, those two guys remind me of different sizes of each other, though. You know, they can play all over the field. They're playmakers on both sides of the ball. What a nice job reversing field, because that was shut down.
3rd and 3. Would be interesting to see if they come up a yard or so short. Is it 4-down territory, or do you make them go?
I got to believe I am. I'm going for it because I'm here to win, and I want to, put a dagger in. And the way Ed's offense has been going, it's not going to kill you.
They motion struck out of the backfield underneath, and Sakic can't come up with it. So it'll be 4th down and 3.
Great throw by Leonard, though. I mean, really a nice throw. Looks like they're going to line up like they're going to go for it. We'll see if they do a little pooch kick or if they do go for it. I mean, the way our defense is playing, it's not a horrible idea.
No. The question is, do you give them a short field if you don't convert? That's the only.
Yep.
It's the only question I have.
And again, you get momentum. It's like a turnover.
Yep.
Keep an eye on the play clock. It's down to 6-5 already.
Leonard trying to hurry him up. And they jumped.
I think they might have called timeout before he jumped. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they did. That would have been an interesting.
Yes, it would have.
It was Gregory who was trying to get the jump on it, but he might have timed the play clock just right, because there is a play clock here.
That's one of those runs like, time. Oh, I didn't mean to call timeout.
So the winner of this game will head to the Division I state championship game. And Spectrum News 1 and the Spectrum News app, your exclusive home for the state championships. It all begins Thursday, December 5th. Division II title game. The Division I championship game is next Friday night at 7:30. 3 more title games on Saturday, all 7 state championship football games live right here on Spectrum News 1, your exclusive home for live OHSAA football championships.
What are we going with here? Let's see. We got Leonard in at quarterback. Right now, it looks like all things say they're going for it.
4th down and 3. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Ben Godwin, and a nice play by Moore to get up there and knock it down. So the defense holds, and it gets turned over on down.
Yeah, and he had struck early. He just didn't see him in time. And then when he threw it too late and too high. But he had struck early for the first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 40. Ball goes over on downs to the Eagles. Eaton? Nope. And that's Donahue.
Wow. Donahue's having a half. Oh, there we go, to golf swing.
It was a takedown in wrestling.
Yeah, it was.
They give him a yard with forward progress.
Yeah, nice job. He's unblocked. He's left unblocked. That's when you task the running back to be your own blocker, and he closed down hard. Now, something to keep an eye on. If he's going to close that hard, Cheney's got to pull that, and he's going to have a whole lot of green in front of him.
Second down and 9. Play action. Cheney, complete. Saffold into Patriots territory. Nice throw by Cheney to the 42 of the Patriots.
Great throw. Great throw. He's patient back there. He throws a dart right on the money. First down. Maybe that's the momentum shift they needed there.
That was Hersey, the linebacker, in coverage.
Anytime they complete a pass, it's going to open things for Eaton eventually. Now we got Gregory out, and we got Sakin at the H-back.
Bottom of the screen, yep.
Although they might run a stretch to the shorts out, get timeout here.
So a timeout by St. Ed's.
That'll be the first timeout. The first timeout for the second half for the Eagles.
At Spectrum News, we're committed to strengthening the fabric of local communities through our reporting with stories that inspire and news that matters on your smart TV and connected devices, streaming live 24/7, plus on-demand weather forecasts. It's all there as you step outside with the Spectrum News mobile app, keeping you informed and in the know throughout your day. Spectrum News, your community connection, exclusively for Spectrum customers. Now available on your favorite devices.
Yeah, it's a pretty smart timeout by Eds there because you're finally getting some momentum. You don't want to have a giveaway play there. See if they what do we have back in there? Do we have Sack or do we have Gregory back in? So now expect some sort of run here now. Probably get a stretch here to the left now since you got Gregory over here. Yep, there it is. Stretch left.
Eaton fights his way inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. So good pickup on first down.
Good job there. And again, that's run the stretch to Gregory's side.
There's Eaton again trying to bounce it out. And a nice job. That's Gardner again. I don't even have to look. Lincoln Gardner is coming in and cutting him down.
Nice job of Landon Hersey there, also trying to set that edge number 4. It's a big – again, I think you're 2-down territory if you're Eds.
I would think. You're down 2, and there's
with the wind,
approaching 4.5 remaining in the third. Eaton has room. Eaton into the secondary, and he gets inside the 25. Nice tackle by Luke Mulder, but first time he's gotten into that second level.
Yeah, I tell you, they're doing different things here now. They're having the backside tackle wrap outside. This time they have him wrap inside. I like the change up they're doing there now because it's giving the defense a different look.
To the 23-yard line of Liberty. Ed's trying to break the 0 on the scoreboard as we approach 4 minutes remaining in this third. Eaton. And that's Gardner coming off the edge.
Wow. They ran the exact same play. Inside wrap by the backside tackle, number 76. You hear? He's knifing right off the edge. What a play.
He's been all over the field. That's Lincoln Gardner.
Yep.
Loss of 4, second down and 14.
And by the way, number 76 who's pulling is only he's a senior. I'm sorry, that's Sawyer Permentine. Yeah. I like the way they're doing those, changing up where they're hitting the hole at. Again, looking here, stretch left to Gregory or play action pass.
There's Eaton, and he's knocked down, and that's Donahue playing off the block. Or no, it's Hersey playing off the block and making the tackle at the same time.
So he's been setting that edge all day. Now he's like, you know what, I'm going to get a tackle too. Nice play. That's such a tough play to make as a defender because you're not sure is he going in or is he going out.
Inside of 3 minutes remaining, third quarter, ball at the 25. Down 14, it's probably 4-down territory.
Yep, and you got your passing personnel in there right now.
Eaton lines up on the hip. They motion him out. Cheney taking a shot.
Oh.
Great play defensively by Thornton to come and knock it down. Receiver was there. He put it close, and Tyler Thornton, the cornerback, makes the play defensively right there.
That's just a great play. I thought offensively was a great play call. Good throw. Threw it on it, but that's just a great defensive play.
Tyler Thornton, great ball skills. Broke on that perfectly. Got there, knocked it down. 4th and 12. Offense on the field. Huge play right here for Liberty's defense, which has been so good all game long. Cheney Trying to buy some more time. Avoids Donahue, throws, caught at the 15.
Way short, though.
And it is, well, they say it's incomplete, too. I think they waved it off. So Liberty's defense turns it over on downs. The intended receiver, Luke Hess.
I'll tell you what, I know this is incomplete. This is a great play by Thomas Chaney, though. Showing some poise. Throw what I thought was a good ball. I thought that was complete, but must not have seen that there. But I thought it was a nice job by Chaney, but what a great stop by Liberty's defense.
So
see, they are giving him the catch.
He was signaling that he didn't get the first down, which that's not the signal for
no, that's signal for incomplete.
Correct. But so it was complete, short of the first down. Either way, the Patriots defense holds at the 16. And the offense will take over inside of 2.5 remaining in the third.
I think we'll see a nice steady diet of Struck here, maybe a little bit of Leonard running.
Leonard with Struck leading the way. And Leonard will get a couple.
What do you get, 2 or 3? You'll take that. I mean, 2nd and 7, that's easy. Your whole playbook's open.
Leonard picks up 3 yards to his own 19-yard line.
Well, now the clock is starting to creep into it.
Yeah. Now we will say
still plenty of time,
and they will have to win in the fourth quarter, St. Ed's.
Right. But you're looking where you need to make a big play.
Yeah. And if you're Olentangy, you just keep doing what you've been doing.
Yep. Struck lines up next to Leonard. Struck has it. And is pushed back after he gets to the 20. 3rd down and 6.
One thing I will say, too, when you got a kid like Leonard at quarterback, I don't think you worry about the win as much in the fourth quarter. If you have to pass, you're going to pass. You're not going to sweat it because, again, look at the kid's numbers. They're insane.
But and he makes good decisions.
Yes, that's even more important.
Approaching a minute remaining in the third quarter. And Liberty, a 14-0 lead in a game that their defense has dominated. Leonard scrambles, throws. Moulton has it, got behind the defense. Christian Moulton off to the races, down the numbers. He's going to take it in for the touchdown. What a play by Andrew Leonard to keep that alive and find Christian Moulton.
When's the voting done for Mr. Football? Because right now, this kid's playing one of his best games ever against the 3-time defending state champions.
And Moulton just kind of kept getting, and he got behind the defense. But watch him keep it alive.
I thought he was going to run it right there, but now he keeps it alive, dumped it. And we've been saying Moulton's going to get off sooner or later, and here he is. And look at him just pull away. Nice, easy stride.
Hendricks trying to make it 21-0. Snap is good, set is good. Kick is no good. So it will be 20-0 Liberty leading. And what a job by Hendricks, or by Leonard and Moulton.
And I'll tell you what, I think Liberty took beautiful advantage of the win in the third quarter. And we said the third quarter was going to be so crucial to this game, and right now they put their stamp on that third quarter.
17th receiving touchdown for Christian Moulton. And that is the 39th touchdown pass for Andrew Leonard, who had his 5th rushing touchdown earlier in the game.
I know I don't have a vote, but if I did, I might vote for Mr. Leonard. But it goes back to the defense. The defense for Liberty has set the tone and put the offense in so many good positions.
But the offense has not made any mistakes.
Nope.
We said they do a lot of the little things.
The extra point is good. I've never seen a 30-second delayed extra point call.
Well, they were talking about it,
yeah,
and then they came back, and now they say it's good. I've been doing this long enough. I only look at what the officials say.
Yes.
Because you're not wrong that way.
What was that game we did a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago with an extra point? We're
right.
like, how was that not good?
It hooked behind.
It hooked behind the goalpost.
Right.
Yeah. And you and I were, that's good.
So it's 21-0.
All right, let's see.
Oh,
yeah.
So you see them signaling. They got together, and you know what? That's
smart.
And Mike Dame is the
He's one of the best out there.
referees.
Yeah.
He will be with us at state championships as a rule interpretation. So they got together and they got it right.
I think if there was an extra layer of paint on that, it doesn't go in. But wow. I like when the refs talk about it and get it right.
Omaro kicks it away, and it's Eaton from the 20. Still on his feet, and is tackled at the 27. And a nice job tackling by Luke Mulder. Tried to hurdle him, and he grabbed his foot and yanked him down.
Yeah, he's one of those free safeties back there. Hasn't got much action today because there's not been a lot of passing. So he's like, I'm going to get involved here.
35 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and the Patriots have the 3-time defending state champs down 3 touchdowns.
St. Edward will begin play at their own 28-yard line, first and 10.
Ball at the 28. Eaton trying to get outside, and you can't. Look at the defense continue to swarm. Our man, Lincoln Gardner, first man there, Stamp there as well.
Yeah, he's having a game, isn't he? All these linebackers are.
2nd
and 11, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. 12 minutes of football remaining. Liberty 12 minutes away from their first appearance in a state title game. They lead St. Ed's 21-0. 21-0, Olentangy Liberty leading St. Ed's. Tonight's game summary brought to you by Roosters, a fun, casual joint. And really, it's been complimentary football. First touchdown of the game, first play of the game, Carter Kuhn gets the interception, and it leads to the Andrew Leonard touchdown. And that was a 7-0 game. Then in the third quarter, fumble recovery by Austin Stamp, and it leads to Jake Struck putting it on the scoreboard with another touchdown. So twice, first touchdown of the game by a turnover, first touchdown of the second half by a turnover, almost another turnover there, incomplete pass as the intended receiver was Joe Saffold, but that secondary ready for it.
I'll tell you what, I know we got to pick a player of the game later, but I think right now your player of the game is the whole Liberty defense. You know, and the way they're playing.
They have really set the tone.
Yeah. You know, we knew the offense coming in. You got the names. You know, you got Struck, you got Leonard. You know, they're right. But the defense has just really dominated this game.
Second down, or third down, and 11. Eaton lines up next to Cheney. Caught.
Great catch.
Nice job coming up with it. Is making the catch is Ryan Makovsky. It's a heck of a throw.
That's a great throw and a great catch. It keeps the drive going. You know, you got to take chances now, and that was a great play right there. It's
tight window, fit it in, and Makovsky, a great job of picking that pass up. Nobody was going to catch that other than him. Eaton lines up as the back. Play action. Cheney. All kinds of time, and then throws it into the ground, incomplete.
Yeah, great coverage. They've been doing it all game. They're not blitzing. They're not bringing the pressure. They're dropping and not giving him any window to throw in.
Mason sacked the intended receiver, but not much he could have done with that. He kind of caught in between.
Yeah.
Couldn't decide what to do. And 2nd and 10. Eaton lines up as the back. They get it out quickly to Saffold. And there's Stamp coming to finish him off.
And another great open field tackle by Thornton.
Yep, Thornton had him, and Stamp made sure he wasn't going anywhere.
Stamp put a stamp on him.
Still a good pickup. So he got 6 yards, so 3rd and 4.
So you got 2 plays to get 4 yards.
And again, if you're Liberty's defense, no big plays is the mindset. Saffold reaches it forward, trying to get that first down. He's going to be a little short.
Nice
Some reached the ball forward as he went out of bounds.
I like that.
4th and a yard.
I think first things first, try and get him offside. Second, if not, give the ball to Gregory and just use his 230-pound body to get that first down.
They're giving it to Gregory.
Yeah.
And he gets it in about 5 more. Down to the 44-yard line of Liberty.
See, the problem with being down by 21 is that is what you do best, but you really don't have time to stay with that too consistently.
And again, if you're Liberty,
let them.
3-4 yards, we're okay with that.
Yeah, like you said, don't give up the big play.
We don't love it.
No, but we can live with it.
Right. Little run blitz. Eaton trying to get outside and picks up 4 or 5.
Good job of stringing it out. You got your nose guard, Bailey Beer, out here making a play on the sideline. Watch him here.
Yeah, he's
right there.
Been doing that all game long.
And watch, he's coming, he's right there. I mean, the effort of this defense is, the front 7 has been amazing. Front 6, actually.
Second and 5. Cheney pulls it, cuts upfield, dives across the 35 near the 34. Looks like it's going to be a little short, but 3rd and a yard.
I like the decision right there. You're pulling you're running that fold play with your right guard, or right tackle pulling, and everybody's flowing that way, and Cheney pulls it, and really good decision by him, and almost gets the first down. I think we'll see a Nate Gregory carry here. What do you think?
You might pull it. You got to. Yeah, there's Gregory. And then he bounces it outside and gets inside the 25.
Now he's getting some chunk plays here. He's getting there. But again, Liberty's going to let him do this. They're going to let him keep doing it. Nice job there. You don't realize what a great athlete he is. You think he's just a masher. He's a great athlete.
Ball sits at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Cheney taking a shot for Saffold. Incomplete. Coverage was pretty good, and he kind of got some separation from Thornton.
Yeah, Thornton again. It was a come back and go. So he's trying to run a comeback, pumps it, and he takes it. But Thornton didn't bite at all.
Got a hand up
at the last minute.
It's even better play than I thought by Tyler Thornton upon further review. He's been outstanding as a cover man. Ball sits at the 24-yard line. 2nd down and 10, 8.5 remaining. Eaton chased down from behind by Stamp. Austin Stamp.
I thought he had a lot of room there, and Stamp just ran him down. There it is right here. Again, good job of blocking. Look at the blocking. Great double team right there. And hits the hole, but Stamp out of nowhere.
These linebackers have been relentless in their pursuit. And that's what you better be with Eaton.
Right.
3rd and 6. Cheney gets it to Saffold. Good block. Saffold inside the 10, knocked out of bounds.
Nice block by number 6, Mason Sack there. He's hobbling right now, but a great job of blocking downfield by Mason.
1st and goal.
Here it is again. It's just a little bubble screen, body on a body. Nice job there. Sawyer, Primatine, and the left tackle flying out there.
1st and goal from the 7. St. Ed's trying to get on the board here. Gregory fighting inside the 5.
He's like a quicker version of Larry Zonka. I know the young kids, I don't know what that is, but Google him.
Gregory picks up 4 yards on the play.
Some fresh bodies coming in for the Patriots defense. And again, they're making them eat up a lot of time.
Exactly. They're they don't want to give up the score, but they're okay if it's going to take this long.
Gregory again into the end zone for the touchdown, 21-6, as Nate Gregory gets into the end zone.
Well, like I said, you got to, if you want to beat the champion, you got to really destroy him, and they have life now. They have life.
Making the score, Liberty 21, St. Edward 6.
21-6, Moyer trying to make it a 21-7 deficit for the Eagles. Snap is good, set is good, kick is good, 21-7 Liberty, leading the three-time defending state champs from St. Ed's. Nate Gregory gets the Eagles on the board. 7:14 remaining in the fourth, Division I state semis. $7:14 remaining in the fourth quarter, and Liberty 7-14 away from a first ever appearance in the state title game. The good news for the Eagles, you got into the end zone.
Yeah.
The bad news is it took so long. It's two possession game.
Yeah, that took
2 scores.
That took 5 minutes. That was a 5 minute, I think, 13-play drive. If you're Liberty, you're going to let them have that.
Right. Well, don't turn the ball over
And don't let
them get behind you.
Right on. Yeah.
And if you do that, you should be fine.
You should be playing next week.
So Liberty expecting an onside kick here, which is probably a pretty realistic possibility. They leave Kish back deep at the 15. They have 10 players, and now they'll back it up a little bit, trying to take away the ability to kind of drop it in over that initial line.
Which is what they tried to do.
Fair catch called for and made. And
you said earlier how disciplined this team is. That's a prepared play right there. Like, they were prepared for that.
And that was Christian Moulton, so they had a guy that he's a pretty good hands guy.
Yeah, maybe I don't want him fair catching it. I want him to catch it and run, baby.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You want to eat the clock.
Yeah,
the clock is your friend.
Yes.
Unless you're wearing green, then,
then
you're fighting.
Enemy. Yeah.
Then you're fighting the Patriots and the clock right now.
I think right now, if you're Edge, you got to try and strip the ball, try and cause a turnover, create a turnover. Somebody's got to make a big play.
And again, that leads to big plays being, the offense having big plays against you.
Right. If you take a shot and you miss.
Right. And there's a couple of guys. Jake Struck. They're Struck.
He's still pushing.
Yeah, he's a big, strong kid.
Picked up, what, 2.5?
Right, and the longer the ball doesn't get set, the more time gets eaten off the clock.
If I'm Liberty right now, I'm really not breaking the huddle till probably 15, and I'm not snapping till 5, maybe 7 at the worst. There you go, break the huddle at 15.
Yep.
I'm not going to snap it before 7, that's for sure. Ideally, I snap it at 5. You got Struck in the backfield now, so he's probably going to get a carry.
They're Struck. They're Struck. He's got a first down as he turns and moves his leg forward across the 30 to the 32.
Watch this replay. Number 74, sophomore Ed Nichols. Watch him. There's Struck, being a man that he is. He's going. Watch number 70 right there. Shoving him. Go, baby, go. That's a sophomore. Wow. I like that.
Struck will get up and show you that he got the first down, too. And again, all that does is that eats into the clock.
If every first down is like 2, you can take 2 minutes off easily, And again, they're breaking the huddle at 12, snapping it at 5, maybe 3. Now we got some big guys in a tight end now. We got double tights here, big men, big dudes in there.
Leonard pulls it, and he'll get a couple.
Andrew Leonard on the carry.
Yeah, so they're putting some big dudes in. We're going double tight look there.
Bring you up 2nd and 8.
Again, 2 yards on first down. They'll take it.
We want to remind all fans.
Clock rolling as we approach 5:20.
Yeah, they can snap this ball under 5 minutes left.
Yep.
I don't like breaking a huddle that early because I don't like my guy standing up there waiting. But I could have waited, eat some more of that clock.
I guarantee you, Andrew Leonard is not going to let him snap it before. There you're inside of 3 now, and he'll snap it. And they're struck. Eagles are waiting, but that's fine.
Good defensive play right there. But again, the clock is just going and going. It's now they're taking out the double tights and going with their normal set now. I don't think they're going to pass it, but if you do with Leonard, he makes good decisions. One thing you don't want is an incompletion to stop the clock.
Yep. And you tell Leonard, if you're not 100% certain, run and slide.
And stay in bounds.
Do not take a hit.
No.
They snap it with 2 on the play clock, and Leonard will run and get tackled.
And he put 2 hands on the ball, and that's okay. Right now, you can take this down to under 3:30.
Yep.
Also 1 yard on the play.
Yeah.
Jaden Woods in on the tackle, but again, the main thing you're doing is you are letting the game expire.
Yeah.
If you are Liberty. Looks like the Eagles took a timeout.
Yeah, because that's smart. Because otherwise they were going to punt till under 3:30. They only have 1 timeout left, though.
Right.
But I think that's a smart play right there because it saves you almost 20 seconds through the whole possession of the play.
You know, when you look at this, and Liberty's now 3:44 away from it. There's been nothing fluky about this. They've dominated this football game.
Absolutely.
From the very first play
of the game,
with
set
the
tone.
interception, the kickoff was stripped and they got it back. They missed the field goal. Second half, they created the turnover. They made it hurt. Leonard extended the play, got the big touchdown. Every big play that was made by Liberty. And then they were smart enough to know, all right, if they want to take 6 minutes off the clock, just don't let somebody get behind you.
Yeah, I think one of the best things they did all game is dropping 7 guys into coverage and really giving no windows. And when you got a quarterback who didn't complete a pass last week, it creates some consternation there. And I think it was just a great scheme by them. I think that dropping 7 guys was a really good plan.
They have been ready for the big stage and have performed very well. Gino Sakic will drop back in punt formation for Liberty.
I always get worried when that wind's blowing on punt snaps because that wind's blowing really hard and it just needs to get a little high and then bad things happen. I get nervous.
And he just kicks a low, and it will be down inside the 30.
That's an extreme rugby style.
28. Well, you didn't want to give him a chance at a return.
Yeah.
Again, you're trying to avoid big plays.
That's true.
You see the referee's hat.
That's how windy it is.
Yeah. So the Eagles, it's pretty simple. You got to get a big play, and then you got to get an onside kick.
Yeah. Again, if you're Liberty, you keep everything in front of you. Keep it in front of you, tackle them in bounds.
Cheney. Almost intercepted. Incomplete. Good coverage. In coverage, that was Hersey, the linebacker.
Yeah, Hersey was underneath that route, actually. So it was actually a good thing that thing was shorter. He'd have picked it off.
intended for number 1, Luke Hess.
Hess, the intended receiver.
That brings up second and 10 for
Yeah, it's just so hard to pass when you have 7 guys dropping. There's no windows to be found.
Cheney gets it to Eaton and Hersey, rather, right there. Tackled him immediately.
And that's the other thing, we talked about how good the defense is playing, how good the defense is tackling. Nobody's breaking tackles, nobody's arm tackling. When they grab you, you're going to the ground.
And no blown coverage. I mean, they've been really well prepared.
They've been solid the whole game.
Third down and 6. Cheney throws, incomplete.
Huge pressure by Shapker. I wonder if they can talk about that for grounding or not. Here it is right here, number 0. Guys just coming up. Boom. Another big dude.
Shapker with the pressure.
And when you're getting pressure, bringing only 4, that makes things a lot easier on your secondary. Because A, you're dropping 7 now, and B, you're getting pressure with 4.
2:46 remaining, 4th down and 6. And if they turn this over on downs, they can start planning next weekend. Incomplete, and Liberty's defense does it again. They turn them over on downs, and now just 2:37 remaining before Liberty clinches their first ever spot in the Division I title game.
I think the ball will be in Strux and Leonard's hands only going forward. Tell them, guys, hold on to the ball. We don't care about yards. We just want to eat the clock.
So it all starts next week, Thursday night, the Division II state championship game, Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton. Liberty will be playing next Friday at 7:30, barring a miraculous comeback. 3 more state title games on Saturday, all 7 state championship football games, Thursday, Friday, and next Saturday live here on Spectrum News 1, Spectrum News app. There's the handoff to Struck. 1 timeout remaining.
Yeah, you got to be careful now. It's getting a little chippy now. If you're Liberty, you don't want to make anything knucklehead moves here.
Tonight's player of the game is brought to you by Orthopedic One, ranked number 1 in Ohio, number 3 in the nation, and he wears number 6 and is a finalist for Mr. Football. Andrew Leonard has made a lot of big plays, and he will quarterback the Patriots to their first ever appearance in the state title game.
And I think if you ask Andrew Leonard, he'd much rather be the player of the game tonight than win Mr. Football, because being player of the game tonight means he's going to the state championship next week.
And you know what? We could have picked Struck, you could have picked Gardner, you could have picked Stamp. This has been a team effort by the Liberty Patriots.
Very, very impressive showing by the Patriots tonight. Every aspect of the game.
But that is one heck of a quarterback, and I said it earlier, and I'll say it again because I'm 5'9". If he's 6'2", he's being recruited by all kinds of Division I programs. Kid can play quarterback.
I still think that if I'm a MAC team, I'm going to take a chance on a kid like him because he's a difference maker. I mean, 5'10", so what? You know?
Yeah, no,
I mean, he's a player.
You don't have to sell me on it. You got to sell the recruiters on it. 2nd down and 8. And he slides in to keep the clock running. Not
Smart.
a surprise.
Smart. That's the other thing I'm impressed by this football team. They no stupid mistakes where you're like, what are you doing?
Right.
I mean,
and again, you just never know because they're high school kids, and I don't mean that in a negative way. Is the stage going to be too big? Are they going to? They were ready for this stage and excelled on it.
And you know what's even more impressive? This is one of the hardest days because you don't have school,
right?
So you have all day to think about this game.
3rd down and 9. Clock running. Struck. Fights forward and will get down
Jake Struck on the carry.
to the 27-yard line.
I mean, just watch him just jumping in and out of cuts, too. I mean, I don't know much about lacrosse, but if he's playing at Ohio State, he must be really, really good.
Gain of 5 yards on the play, brings on 4th down for Liberty.
To letting that clock roll down, let it roll down.
In no hurry.
Yeah. They may even let it go down to 1 and then call timeout. You got 2 timeouts, let that clock go down to 1 and then, there you go.
That's what they'll do.
Yep.
Well, the question is, I don't know if I punt because
you're going to run it.
Yeah.
You're going to run the ball. It's either Struck or Leonard. Let him do what he wants to do, and then
too many things can go
way
wrong.
Too many bad things. Way too many.
And you see the Liberty fans know that they are less than a minute away from qualifying officially for the Division I state championship game next Friday night, Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Happy for Coach Stansberry as well. Long-time assistant.
Yep.
Has been with the program, was part of those heartbreaking teams that 3 years in a row made it to the state semis, couldn't quite get to that final, and you can tell
I got a little smile.
He just wants it to run.
Yeah, he's like, get the zeros on the board.
Yep.
Yes.
Can we get to 0?
And I'll tell you, the way they played tonight, they can easily win the next week.
Yeah, there is nobody that will overmatch this team. It's just a matter of how well you play on any given day.
Right.
And the first play where you go, no. A little too excited as Jonah Hoying jumps offside and now back it up 5. But at this point in time,
it doesn't matter.
No.
That has no bearing unless he gets 6 yards on this play, which would have been a first down. That's the only way.
Even then.
Yeah.
Don't do that next week.
Get out of your system now. I mean, they played essentially mistake-free football tonight.
Yeah, and created, 3-0 in turnovers. You're going to win.
Yes.
99% of the time. They're Struck, still going. He's got a first down and more. Struck, brought down inside the 5, and that's the way you put an exclamation point on a big win.
I think he told Hoying, don't sweat that penalty. I got you. What a run. I mean, he's hopping. He's spinning. Boom, bop, another hop. Get off me, stiff arm. Wow, that's impressive.
It's like high school Marshawn Lynch.
Yes.
Fast enough to run by you, strong enough to run over you.
Beast mode, they call it, right?
First and goal, and they can just kneel it out.
Yeah, which they're going to do.
There you go.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
And it is official, 21-7. Liberty is headed to the Division I state football championship game for the first time in school history.
And they did it in impressive fashion tonight. I'll tell you what, every aspect of the game they dominated. And say, if you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. Well, they beat the man tonight.
So we will have a new state champ in football in the state of Ohio in Division I for the first time in 4 years. It will not be the St. Edwards Eagles as Liberty defeats St. Ed's 21-7. Final thoughts on this one, Bill Powers?
Super impressed with Liberty. We knew about Leonard, we knew about Struck, but we really didn't give enough credit to this defense. And that defense dominated from the start, from the very first play of the game. The defense dominated, and I don't think there's a team that Liberty cannot beat going forward next week.
Well, it would be hard to find. The defense creates turnovers, and they are active. They tackle well. The offense has a quarterback that's smart, can complete it. They got a big play wide receiver in Moulton, and they got a back that nobody wants any part of.
Yeah. and Struck, who can do everything. Yeah, I don't. Right now, I didn't see a weakness on this team.
And I'm real happy for Coach Stansbury, John Stansbury, second year as the head coach, long time with the program, and they are headed to the Division I state championship game. Congratulations to the Liberty Patriots. Once again, tonight's final score, Liberty 21, St. Ed 7. Tune in next Thursday night as championship weekend gets rolling with the Division II title game. 3 more games Friday, including Liberty in the Division I title game, and 3 more games to wrap up the weekend on Saturday, all on Spectrum News 1, your exclusive home for live football playoff and championship games. For Bill Powers, the entire Spectrum News 1 crew, I'm Dave Bacon. Good night from Arlen Field in Mansfield. Liberty headed to the Division I title game.